The Bosa brothers are the most recent notable brother and sister duo in NFL. But there have been many others throughout the league's long history. The pass rushers for the Chargers and 49ers will be measured against the following sibling, duos, and trios throughout the entirety of their professional careers. Here are the greatest brothers in NFL history. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel now and press the bell icon for latest videos. Number 8. Maurkice and Mike Pouncey. Similar to the McCourty twins, the Pouncey Twins started their careers a year apart from one another. Maurkice skipped his senior year at Florida and was selected by the Steelers in the first round in 2010. Mike was selected by the Dolphins in the first round of the 2011 draft. The brothers played together in a total of 13 Pro Bowls and were two of the best centers of the previous decade. The fact that Maurkice racked up 8 Pro Bowl selections during the 2010s and contributed to the Steelers' emergence as an offensive powerhouse earned him a spot on the All-Decade team. Mike Pouncey was forced to play for the Dolphins' less unsuccessful teams and struggled with hip pain during the middle of his career. However, he rebounded with a Pro Bowl season in 2018 for the Chargers, who finished 12-4. On the same day in 2021, the ex-Gators entered retirement. Number 7. Sam and Randall Cunningham. Both Sam, Bam, and Randall Cunningham wrote novels about the National Football League, but their works couldn't be more different from one another. The former player was a tough fullback whose career lasted for 10 years before Randall's career even got started. Sam was selected by the Patriots in the first round of the 1973 draft. He played in the Pro Bowl once and finished his career with 5,453 rushing yards, which are the most in team history. In the 1980s and early 1990s, Randall was one of the most exciting players to watch in the National Football League. The Eagles' quarterback possessed an elusiveness that was unparalleled by any passer who came before him. In 1990, the third of his 3 seasons playing for Philadelphia in the Pro Bowl, he rushed for 942 yards. Randall re-emerged in 1998 after taking a hiatus in 1996 and went on to earn All-Pro honors while leading the record-setting offense for the Vikings in 1998. Number 6. Jason and Travis Kelce. The Kelces, 2 athletes who will one day be considered for induction into the Hall of Fame, have been considered to be among the very best at what they do. In 2013, Jason helped pave the way for the Lacine McCoy to win the rushing title, and has been named to the first team of all the pro selections for the past 3 years in a row. In addition, the Eagles center turned in an all-time great performance during the Super Bowl parade. Travis is currently enjoying the most productive stretch ever recorded by a tight end and has become the Chiefs' primary target ever since he recovered from the microfracture surgery in 2013. Although he has shared this streak of success with Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes, he is the only tight end to have 5 consecutive seasons with 1,000 yards receiving. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years, thanks to Travis and the quarterback they had at the time. Number 5. J.J. Derrick and T.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is widely regarded as one of the all-time greats to play along the defensive line, and T.J. has developed into one of the best outside linebackers in the game. Derrick, the middle brother, has quietly played for 5 seasons and is now aligned with TJ in Pittsburgh. He has the option to go by DJ, but has chosen not to use that moniker. JJ possesses the top 3 tackles for last seasons of this century and has won 3 Defensive Players of the Year awards while playing for the Texans. The well-known NFL player plans to move to Arizona with the intention of continuing to be productive well into his 30s. Since the 2018, TJ has recorded 42.5 sacks while running roughshod over left tackles on his way to becoming the new leader of the Watts family's defensive line. The Watt brothers' third youngest sibling, J.J. Watt, finished first in the NFL in sacks in 2020 and has the potential to elevate this brother trio to an even higher level during his career. Number 4. Ronde and Tiki Barber. The Barbers were two of the best players in the NFL during the 2000s and have become media mainstays since retiring. They are known as the defining twins of the NFL. Tiki and Ronde, who were selected in the second and third rounds of that year's draft, respectively, both spent their entire careers with the same organization. Tiki's career did not begin to take off until he was in his late 20s, but in each of his final 3 seasons, from 2004 to 2006, he accumulated 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Only 3 other players have accomplished this feat in each of the previous 3 years. Tiki announced his retirement shortly before the Giants' Super Bowl seasons in 2007. Ronde continued playing for an additional 6 years, ending his career with 5 Pro Bowl selections and 47 interceptions. The Buccaneers went to the Super Bowl for the first and only time, thanks to his pick 6 in the NFC Championship game in 2002. Number 3. Sterling and Shannon Sharpe. Before Shannon took over as the head Sharpe brother in 1995, Sterling was Jerry Rice's chief rival for many years. Before Shannon took over, Sterling was the top competitor. The Packers' great was the first player in NFL history to catch 100 passes in consecutive seasons. And he was named to the first team of All-Pro 3 times. In his final 3 seasons, Sterling teamed up with Brett Favre, who was then the starting quarterback, to catch 42 touchdown passes. After suffering a neck injury in 1994, the player was forced to retire after 7 seasons. Shannon, who was drafted in the 7th round and played tight end professionally, is 3 years younger than his brother, who played wide receiver. After being let loose by the Broncos in 1992, he proceeded to win 3 Super Bowls and break every major tight end career record over the next 12 seasons, becoming Skip Bayless' better half in the process. Number 2. Clay and Bruce Matthews. The Matthews brothers played a combined total of 38 seasons in the National Football League, with each appearing in 19 of those seasons. Although Bruce had a more successful career, with the Oilers and the Titans offensive linemen going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot, his older brother was one of the greatest players in the Browns' history. Even though Clay's career began 4 years before the start of the sack era, and he still holds the record for most sacks in Browns history with 62. The linebacker was selected for 4 Pro Bowls and served as the cornerstone of the 4 playoff defenses for the Cleveland between the years 1985 and 1989. Between 1981 and 1993, Bruce competed against Clay on a biannual basis and emerged victorious at guard, center, and sometimes tackle. The 14 Pro Bowl appearances that Bruce had in his final 14 seasons are tried the most in the history of the NFL and span the time from the Warren Moon's run and shoot to Eddie George's prime. Number 1. Peyton and Eli Manning. One of the best players in NFL history and a 2-time most valuable player in the Super Bowl came from this family. Both Peyton and Eli Manning have established themselves as 2 of the most influential players of this century, despite the fact that their on-field personas couldn't be more different from one another. Peyton's pre-snap antics and Eli's level-headed approach are just 2 examples. Peyton Manning's 5 MVPs and 7 first-team All-Pro nods gave him a 2-point lead over the competition among quarterbacks, and the record-breaking season that he had in 2013 propelled him even further into elite company. Eli was defeated by his brother a total of 3 times, but he was able to join the elite club of boxers who have won 2 championships by virtue of his transcendent performances in the postseason in 2007 and 2011. Although Eli did not match Peyton's 18 seasons, it's likely that he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame alongside him. This is it for today's video. Do subscribe our channel and share your feedback with us.